We will then go from one coach who was fired to a coach that you are familiar with. You actually have their shirt on, who people on Twitter and other spaces wish was fired after their 47. I don't want you to relive it, but 47-10. 37-10. Yeah, I didn't want to give too much. After 37-10 lost to Northwestern last Friday night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Nathan, you've been on some of these fan spaces. These Maryland fans are calling for Coach Loxley to be fired, calling for the AD to be fired. Make it make sense, man. Talk to me.
I think it's ridiculous. I think it's delusional. I think I get it. You come into this, when you look into the Week 7 matchup, Maryland was expected to beat them. I get it, but to say he needs to be fired is ridiculous.
Extreme. It's extreme.
People bringing up his after the bye week. I think it was like 0-11. Okay. We still have plenty of football. The only question that I have is, if you fire him, who are you replacing him with?
Exactly.
Like, you're coming off you're coming off 3 straight bowl wins. I get it. See this is my issue. We're not Michigan. We're not Alabama. We're not Georgia.
No.
Hell, we're not a top 10. We're not even Texas.
You're not even North Carolina.
Anywho, the reality is, people. Okay, I'm gonna get you for that one. All right. The reality is, coming into this season, see, I think we were so spoiled by Talia Tagovailoa. We knew he was done after next year. Billy Edwards Jr. was a starter. Billy Edwards Jr. has been playing fine. The biggest thing is, this team was going to be practically a young team and also a mixture of transfers. The offensive line has had questions. Your secondary defensively has questions. Outside of Caden Prather and Ty Felton, the rest of your offense is suspect.
Right.
So you calling for the man's job? What does that do? And if that guy comes in here and struggles, you gonna do the same thing too?
It's because there's a revolving door.
I mean,
that's what's going on.
It's just it's ridiculous. And it's not that. And they've done this with the Maryland men's basketball team with Kevin. They're going with Kevin Willard, and they even did it with Brenda Freeze to an extent. Well, Brenda doesn't get the fan support, or why can't they X, Y, and Z? Well, I mean, these are the same fans that won't come out and watch the football game.
Right. They won't support. Right. So you need the support from the community.
So, like I said, I think Maryland will be fine. Was it a bad loss? Yes. Those kids, those young men, they were not prepared. Northwestern came right in, took care of business on the road. And also too, you also had some injuries. Now that's no excuse, next man up. But even in those situations, they just got outplayed and outcoached.
Let me ask you this, and this is not taking a shot. This is being realistic with how the team is built. Do you still think that you were built for the Big Ten? I've always thought, especially in basketball, obviously, but I think in football, I've always thought you were built more of like an ACC team, which is where you left. But.
No, I've always felt as though Maryland should have stayed in the ACC. At the end of the day, it was money. Big Ten offered them more money. So, I mean, Maryland took it. The problem is On the basketball side, I know I can speak for the women. The women are doing just fine.
Yeah.
On the Big Ten side, the men kind of had a down year. I think Kevin's got it packed down with some recruits and some transfers. They should be fine this year. They should be. As far as football, Mike's bringing in recruits. Exactly. He's getting a 4-star, Malik Washington, to play here next year.
Mm-hmm. He's bringing guys in. Exactly.
So I just think we have been so spoiled because of the last 3 years of bowls. There's this high expectation that Maryland should have came out, and be 5-0 or 5-1, and it's just not like that.
Mm-hmm. So it just keeps getting higher. The more success you have, the higher the expectations get, and hey, that's just the nature of the beast, man. That's the nature of the beast. Look, hey, that's where they're at. We ain't feeling that way, but here we go. Hey, look, we're going to take a quick breather. Shout out to my guy, Anton Benton. He's awesome. Artisans, does some great work. We will be right back.